We got a thing going on. Oh, you know that's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30 and no one knows where. Holding hands, making all kinds of plans, while the jukebox plays a favorite song. Yeah, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. Oh, no, that's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. 'Cause we gotta be extra careful that we don't go hold up too high. 'Cause she's got own obligations and so do I. Yeah, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the teaching staff, followed by the official party. Please remain standing for the national anthem and acknowledgement of country. Please remain standing for the national anthem and acknowledgement of country. We acknowledge the Rumble people, traditional carers of the land, where we gather today and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Please be seated. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Beasley, Headmaster, Dr. Miles, members of the Board of Trustees, staff, invited guests and fellow grammarians, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Rockhampton Grammar School's 2021 Speech Day ceremony. We are delighted you have taken the time to join us on this very special occasion. Please take a moment to switch off mobile phones or turn them to silent. It is my pleasure now to invite the Chairman of Board of Trustees, Mr Beasley, to deliver his annual report.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen and students, and welcome to our annual Secondary Speech Day. 2021 has been a significant year in the history of the Rockhampton Grammar School, most notably being the 140th anniversary since the opening of our school in February 1881. This year also represents the 50th anniversary of the gift of Rita Martyr to the school by Robert Mackay Brown in 1971. To mark both of these occasions, an event was held at Rita Martyr in June for celebrations and to reiterate the school's thanks to Mr Brown and the Brown family for their very generous and enduring gift of Rita Martyr. 2021 has also seen continued success for our school, both academically and through our co-curricular program. Our 2020 results under ATAR were very pleasing, and as you'll see from the slide on the screen, Rockhampton Grammar ranked 11th in the state from data gathered by the Courier Mail and published on the 16th of October this year. It's quite remarkable. We thank all of our staff members, particularly our teaching staff, for their dedication to the results that have been achieved and the task that's gone through to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been much debate in recent times about the reasons for our national decline in education standards, and this debate has centred around the difference between explicit teaching versus child-centred learning. Grammar has recognised the declining national standards for some years, and we have actively engaged with our regulators to urge improvement in overall standards. It's pleasing that the current Federal Education Minister, Mr Alan Tudge, is taking a personal interest in the debate to further identify reasons for the decline and ways to reverse this. This year also marked the passing of our 6th Headmaster, Mr Arthur Butler, who led grammar from May 1972 until 1987. Mr Butler was described as a futurist. One of the major achievements during his term as Headmaster was to oversee the return to grammar of female students in 1977 after a 92-year absence. Our school was also deeply saddened to hear of the passing of Mrs Carol Butler only some months after her husband's death. Both are fondly remembered here at Grammar, and we again extend our condolences to their family. Dr Miles has led Grammar through our second year of the pandemic, and whilst this year has not been as tumultuous as 2020, Dr Miles is to be credited and thanked for his ongoing innovation and initiative this year. Bit better photo of you today, Philip. And I'd also like to express heartfelt thanks to my fellow board members for their unwavering dedication to governance throughout 2021. After some considerable time through the planning stages, we're now moving forward with the refurbishment of girls' boarding, which will commence later this year and have a target finalisation date of mid-2022. It's important to enhance our boarding offerings, given this has been a core competency of grammar since 1881. As well, we're planning a further stage development of our Early Learning Centre in 2022, and we're in discussions with the Rockhampton Regional Council about upgrades to Rugby Park. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from our academic performance as referred to earlier, Grammar has continued to outperform in many co-curricular areas, particularly through our agricultural program. We had a large contingent attend BEEF 2021, and our students represented the school with great distinction. whilst Rockhampton Grammar offers a full and genuine agricultural program, we're finding greater competition in this area from schools with a significantly lesser standard for what seems to be their only purpose of securing student numbers. Notwithstanding this, Grammar's outstanding performance through our ag program will keep us at the forefront of education in this field. Financially, the school reported a surplus for 2020 greater than normal as a result of our participation in the JobKeeper program. However, for 2021, we're on track for a more normalised surplus. As already reported, our JobKeeper application met all benchmarks and was independently tested by both a leading accounting firm and the Australian Taxation Office prior to being lodged. Independent schools such as Rockhampton Grammar are subject to new funding arrangements under what is known as the direct measure of income introduced by the federal government. Under the criteria for DMI, Grammar faces a funding decline over the next 8 years and beyond. The school has been working with our federal members and their advisors to deal with the funding impacts, given our unique position of Rockhampton Grammar being the largest co-ed boarding school in Queensland, third largest in Australia, and being regionally based. However, as a result of the DMI shortfall announced by the federal government, it's necessary to raise our fees next year by slightly more than previous annual increases. We will continue our lobbying efforts throughout 2022, and we will refine the strategies that we have started to implement to deal with this funding decline. Grammar has also engaged in a number of strategic measures throughout the year, including master planning, which is due to be completed in January 22, lodgement of our review at the Non-State Schools Accreditation Board, updating our plan for our communication process and strategy, and the school also completed a review of subject offerings to the view of optimising same from next year and beyond for the benefit and welfare of our students. Hopefully next year we'll continue a return to business as usual, given the significant routine changes that we went through in 2020 and again this year due to COVID. We're confident that Grammar can look forward to its next 140 years with the same success we've been able to achieve since 1881. Ladies and gentlemen, have a safe and happy break with your families over the holiday period, and we look forward to seeing you next year. And finally, I did decide to put a comment in about the cricket. It was a bit dicey. But notwithstanding yet another phone scandal by a leading sports person, I do know there are just 14 sleeps before the first test at the Gabba. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Beasley. Our first music item this afternoon features the Small Jazz Ensemble, directed by Dr. Moles. They will play Man in the Mirror, words and music by Glenn Ballard and Cedar Garrett, arranged by Roger Holmes. Please welcome the string ensemble and Dr. Moles. I am pleased to invite the Headmaster, Dr. Moles, to address the Assembly.
Thanks, Ruby. Good afternoon, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Brad Beasley, members of the Board of Trustees, parents, staff and students of the Rockhampton Grammar School. It is a pleasure to celebrate with you today the culmination of the 140th year of this great school. Across the academic, co-curricular and cultural domains, RGS students continue to achieve. Reinforcing our title as the top performing school in central and in regional Queensland, the ATAR results of our 2020 seniors were exceptional. Our students achieved well above state averages, and RGS was listed as the 11th in the state for independent schools ATAR results, and the first outside of the South East Queensland corner. Given that 2020 was the first year of ATAR in Queensland, these results are a simple and powerful representation of our students' efforts and our staff efforts, and the school's investment in their academic development and growth. The icing on the cake was the 2020 Dux of the school, Sansuka De Silva, receiving the highest possible ATAR score of 99.95, one of only 30 students in the state to achieve this. Our 2020 seniors are now on new paths, having gained placements in very sought-after university courses nationally, and our vocational education students were keenly sought after for apprenticeships and employment opportunities. However, the grammar experience, as we all know, goes way beyond just excellent academics. RGS nurtures the whole growth of girls and boys, their character, as well as their scholarship, in a world-class setting that develops young men and women to have purpose, resilience, and compassion. This has been the case since the inception of the school in 1881. For 140 years, RGS students from all walks of life have studied, lived, played, worked, and grown here on our iconic Archer Street campus, known to the older generations as the School on the Hill. Like so many things in life that are worthwhile and enduring, the founding of RGS embodied perseverance, a quality that we aim to instill in every grammarian to this day. Declared a separate colony in 1859, Queensland was just 1 year young when the Grammar Schools Act was passed. After the formation of several grammar schools throughout the South East Queensland corner, calls were made by local families to establish a similar school for the people of Rockhampton. In 1870, a piece of Crown land adjoining the then Rockhampton Town Hall was reserved for such a school. As required by the Act, £2,000, or approximately $350,000 in today's terms, had to be raised by donation or subscription for the purpose of establishing a grammar school. The townspeople set to work, but their efforts were to no avail, and the required amount was not reached. 8 years later, in 1878, the Mayor called a town meeting to again discuss the establishment of the city's first grammar school. 77 of the city's most spirited and influential townspeople attended, and the first trustees were subsequently appointed, who immediately set to work to attain the required subscriptions. Their time, their efforts were rewarded. 119 subscribers gave an average of £10, the equivalent today of $1,750 each. The trustees themselves made up the difference and the money was raised. The Rockhampton Grammar School finally seemed like a reality. The range, which was sparsely populated and considered out of town at the time, was chosen as a school site, and the government granted 20 acres upon which we stand today. The trustees at the time conducted a nationwide search for the design of the main school building. However, it was a local architect that submitted the winning design, and the founders persisted with faith in local know-how, awarding the tender for the school's first and only building at the time to a local building firm. 140 years later, Schoolhouse is still at the heart of this school. Next was a search for staff. Advertisements were placed in papers throughout Australia, London, Edinburgh and Dublin. 122 teachers applied. Mr John Wheatcroft from St John's College in Cambridge was selected as the school's first headmaster, and 3 other staff were also appointed. That was all. And so, after 21 years of perseverance, Rockhampton finally had a first-rate school to call their own. Rockhampton Grammar School opened at 11 a.m. on Tuesday the 1st of February 1881. Through the gates that day walked 33 boys and 31 girls. In 140 years, much has changed at RGS. Buildings, students and staff have come and gone. Yet one aspect remains unchanged, impervious to the influences of time, our great sense of community. Rockhampton Grammar means so much to so many different people. I'm proud to have called it my workplace, my home for 13 years and feel privileged to be the headmaster in the school's 140th year. Our RGS predecessors forged a collective spirit, a baton of goodwill that continues to serve our school's very foundation, that defines who we are and what we are today. For each of us in our time here, let us not be bystanders, but active participants in what is special about this wonderful place. Speaking of active participants, it gives me great satisfaction to publicly acknowledge the enormous contribution made to the school by the Board of Trustees. Their expertise, commitment and belief in the school are critical for its esteemed standing and indomitable future. I pay particular tribute to the leadership of the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr Brad Beasley, who not only has great dreams for the school, but invests extraordinary amounts of time and energy in facilitating their realisations. Thank you to the school's 1881 donors. We're indebted to these supporters who have demonstrated their devotion to RGS through generous donations to our bursary program. They are indeed positive contributors who have made RGS a better place, building on the foundations of the school on the hill and helping to ensure a sustainable future. Thank you to the staff, teachers and support staff alike, all of whom I hold in high regard for their dedication and their contribution to a successful year of growth in character and scholarship for our students. Finally, paying tribute to the Year 12s who returned for this significant occasion in their lives, their last speech day, and also those who are understandably absent. I want to say a final thank you and goodbye to the seniors of 2021. It's been a privilege to walk the path alongside these young women and men. For some, it's been a 13-year journey, and for others, a much shorter one. Irrespective of that length of time, I thank every student for his or her contribution to the fabric of this school. The first 140 years of Rockhampton Grammar School history has now been written. I look forward to beginning a new chapter with you in 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moulds. Our next musical item features a secondary school choir conducted by Darby Kringle. They will perform Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Please make them welcome.
That
now invite Mr. Weigel, Deputy Headmaster, to read the Year 7 and 8 awards, and Dr. Moles to make the presentations, assisted by Mrs. Rundle.
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to read the prize list for the Year 7s and 8s. The prizes for Year 7 are awarded as follows. First in drama, Tanina Nezik Moon. First in Japanese, Miyu Namba. Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 7, Lainey Foot. The Mace Family Shield for Most Improved Year 7, Kate Preston. First in Visual Art, Olivia Payne. First in Workshop, George Pentecost. Award for General Proficiency, Ankalini Umaharen. First in History and Award for General Proficiency, Neil Damsania. First in English, an award for general proficiency, Bhavik Bhathwaj. First in Digital Technology, an award for general proficiency, Samuel Driscoll. First in Business Enterprise and Management and the RGS Music Council Award for First in Music, Harry Wright. First in Health and Physical Education, First in Science, an award for general proficiency, Henry Lau. First in Design, the Macte Vicute Award for Outstanding Character Growth and Outstanding Boy Boarder in Year 7, Hudson Sullivan. First in Geography, First in Mathematics, and the Rockhampton Grammar School Past Students Association Prize for First in Year 7, Sophie Wright. That concludes the prize winners for Year 7. We'll move straight on to Year 8, and those prizes are awarded as follows. First in Agriculture, Hannah Hovey. First in Digital Technology, Patrick Thomas. First in Drama, Paige Emery. First in Essential English, Shakita Yates. Prize for General Improvement, Calva Canif. First in History, Sharika Ashokumar. Macday Vichute Award for Outstanding Character Growth, Riley McDonald. The RGS Music Council Award for First in Music, Caden Mann. The Colin and Pauline Ash Trophy for Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 8, Sophie Olive. First in Visual Art, Lola Muir. First in Workshop, Mackenzie Christensen. The Westpac Banking Corporation Award for First in Mathematics, the Peter and Nina Vamvakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Deep Boeming. The Eggleshaw Trophy for First in Design, the School Prize for Outstanding Boy Boarder in Year 8, Benjamin Bailey. First in Geography, First in Health and Physical Education, Kathleen Wynne. First in Health, Sport and Exercise Science, and the Westpac Banking Corporation for First in Science, Bronson Carlos. First in Business Enterprise and Management, First in English, and the Eggleshaw Trophy for First in Japanese, Radia Fados. The final award for Year 8, the Rockhampton Grammar School Past Students Association Prize for First in Year 8 to Shivani Ashokumar.
Thank you, Dr. Moles, Mr. Weigel and Mrs. Rundle. I now invite Mrs. Wright, Head of Secondary School Students, to read the Year 9 and 10 awards, and Dr. Moles to make the presentations, assisted by Mr. Peckett.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the Speech Day Awards for Year 9 and 10. Please welcome the first of our Year 9 awards, the Wilwang Dangi Cup for First in Agriculture, Grace Payne. First in Business, Enterprise and Management, Imogen Davies. The T.W. Conningham Cup Trophy for First in Drama, Millie O'Brien. First in Essential English, Clayton Besh. First in Essential Mathematics, Charlotte Van Hout. The C.C. Boland Prize for General Improvement, Malin Jansa van Rensburg. First in Geography, Alana Lecker. The MacTay Vertut Award for Character Growth, Madison Yench. First in Marine, Maggie Clifford. First in Mathematics, Macy Francis. The Colin and Pauline Ash Trophy for Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 9, Jessica Bate. General Proficiency Award, Abhinaya Suntha Ravadavel. The MacToot Vertut Award for Character Growth and the School Prize for Most Outstanding Boy Boarder in Year 9, Riley Sullivan. The Neville McLean Trophy for Middle School Sportsman of the Year, Jack Lynch. First in Physical and Health Education, the Robert South Trophy for Middle School Sportswoman of the Year, Asha Stewart. First in Food Technology and Textiles, the General Proficiency Award, and the McFarlane Prize for Leadership and Service, Isabella Yaw. The David and Trevor Peterson Memorial Trophy for First in Advanced Mathematics, First in Design, First in Digital Technologies, General Proficiency Award, and the McFarlane Prize for Leadership and Service, Lachlan Wilson. The Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for First in English, First in Health, Sport and Exercise Science, First in History, the Eagleshaw Trophy for First in Japanese, the South Family Prize for First in Science, and the Rockhampton Grammar School Past Students Association for First in Year 9, Martha Dingle. Please now welcome the first of our Year 10 prize winners. The Australian Defence Force Long Tan Youth Leadership and Teamwork Award goes to Davina Miller. The CAR Luck Prize for all-round ability, academic ability and qualities of citizenship and leadership, including behaviour and personal relations, Molly Cottam. The EW Luck Cup for character development, Regan Layton. The CC Boland Prize for General Improvement, Emily Kelly. First in Home Economics, Matthew He. The Donald Fraser Memorial Prize for First in Introduction to Senior Agriculture, Sienna Bettridge. First in Introduction to Senior Business, Danielle Clark. First in Introduction to Senior Health and Physical Education, Timothy Wiltshire. First in Introduction to Senior Drama, Emily Trippett. First in Marine Operations, Asha Verma. The Annette and Darryl Daly Rockhampton Trophy Centre Award for First in Mathematics, Luke Atkinson. The School Prize for Most Outstanding Boy Boarder in Year 10, Clem Boston. The Colin and Pauline Ash Trophy for Most Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 10, Eliza May Acton. The John Ryde Trophy for Senior Sportswoman of the Year, Taryn Roberts. First in Essential Mathematics and First in Essential Science, Mackenzie Keating. First in Japanese, and the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Michaela Hilber. The Gloria and Peter Hansen Memorial Trophy for Character Development, and the RGS Music Council Award for First in Introduction to Senior Music, Max Morrison. First in Health and Physical Education, First in Introduction to Senior Design, and the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Ella McCauley. First in Introduction to Senior Psychology, the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, and the Leadership and Service Award, Thomas Arbour. First in Global Studies, First in Introduction to Senior Art, the Robert Mackay Brown History Prize, and the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Brooke Peckett. The Mrs. J. Wheatcroft Memorial Prize for First in English, First in History, the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, the John and Elizabeth Blair Memorial Prize for Second Best Year 10 Passes, Mizuba Kohanor. The Australian Defence Force Future Innovators Award, the Theodore Kingle Prize for First in Advanced Mathematics, First in Year 11 Dance, the South Family Prize for First in Science, the John and Elizabeth Blair Memorial Prize for Best Year 10 Passes, and the Rockhampton Grammar School Past Students Association Prize for First in Year 10, Ava Tregay.
Thank you, Dr. Moles, Mrs. Wright and Mr. Peckett. Our next musical item features the Secondary String Ensemble, directed by Miss Lynn Buin. They will perform Minetto Classico by S. Nelson. Please make them welcome.
It is my pleasure to invite Ms Carter, Head of Secondary School Academics, to announce the Year 11 and 12 awards, and Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr Beasley, to make the presentations, assisted by Mrs Cook.
I'm delighted to read the Year 11 prize winners today. Please welcome our first Year 11 prize winner, receiving the Birkbeck and Associates Award for First in Accounting, Danis Sahil. Receiving the prize for First in Ancient History, Alyssa Billman. The recipient of the John and Linda Crosland Prize for the Best Boy Boarder in Year 11, Drew Mace. Receiving the John and Elizabeth Blair Memorial Prize for one of the best 2 Year 10 passes last year in 2020, George Plum. The A.T. Clark Cup for Character Development, Ryan Francis. The Advertising, Planning and Promotions Award for First in Digital Solutions, Tristan Wall. The John Carkey Cup for First in Business Studies, Nicola Sorensen. Receiving the prize for First in Essential English, Justin Besh. The John and Ruth Barth Prize for General Improvement, Grace Stanley. Receiving the prize for First in Health, Abigail Scottney. First in Industrial Technology Skills, Megan Abdansky. The South Geldod Lawyers Award for First in Legal Studies, Vaishnavi Chapiri. First in Physical Education, Sophie Smith. First in Sport and Recreation, Gabrielle Rolls. Receiving the prize for First in Visual Arts in Practice, Carla Phillips. Receiving the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Laura Main. Also receiving the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Fahina Furdis. Receiving the Chris and Mitchell Peterson Prize and the CQ University Associate Vice-Chancellor's Award for Vet, Taisha Smith. The recipient of the Fitzroy Jardine Memorial Prize and the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Jacqueline Sleaford. Receiving the Geoffrey Reed Memorial Prize for Outstanding Achievement in Rural Subjects for first place in Agricultural Science, as well as the Colin and Pauline Ash Trophy for Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 11, Mary Esplin. Receiving the RGS Music Council Award for First in Music, as well as First in General Mathematics, Darby Kringle. Receiving the prize for First in Aquatic Practices and First in Psychology, Mackenzie Winter. First in English, First in Modern History, and receiving the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Ella Milful. First in Japanese, receiving the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for First in Year 12 Geography, as she's studying a year ahead, the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Lily Rupner Reinsing. First in Literature, First in Visual Art, and a recipient of the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, India Iwas. First in Business, the City Printing Works Award for First in Year 12 Accounting, and a recipient of the Peter and Nina Van Vicaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Dominic Sleaford. The John and Elizabeth Blair Memorial Prize for one of the best 2 Year 10 passes in 2020. First this year in Chemistry, First in Biology. The Annette and Darrell Daly Rockhampton Trophy Centre Award for First in Mathematical Methods, First in Physics, First in Specialist Mathematics. The Rockhampton Grammar School's Past Student Association Prize for First in Year 11, Millicent Rayner. now commence the Year 12 prize winners. The first recipient is for the Australian Defence Force Future Innovators Award, which goes to Lachlan McCauley. The John Carkeet Cup for First in Business Studies, Daniel Staines. The Conyngham Memorial Cup for Character Development in the Senior Form, Alicia Paul. The CQ University Prize for First in English as an Additional Language, Shunmei Wang. Receiving the Headmaster's Cup for Leadership and Service, Riley Denham. Also receiving the Headmaster's Cup for Leadership and Service, Ruby Burnham. The Rockhampton Grammar School's Music Council Award for First in Music Extension, Lily Morrison. The Roxborough Trophy for Outstanding Girl Boarder in Year 12, Courtney Draper. The Carter Buxton Shield for First in Psychology, Chelsea Wu. The Round Square King Constantine Medal for Service, Claire Moulds. First in Visual Art, Manya Chahan. Receiving the CC Boland Cup for Sporting Prowess, Sally Abdansky. The Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Tygan Vignaraja. The Rockhampton Grammar School Community Service Award, the Nicholas K. Fitzgerald Udale Memorial Prize for Passionate Music Endeavours and Humanitarian Ideals, Jeremy Lupton. First in Aquatic Practices and First in Sport and Recreation, Darcy Allen. the Andrews and Girl Architect Prize for First in Design, the Peter Leslie Foote Quiet Achiever Memorial Trophy recipient Joanna Bailey. The CQ University Prize and Paul Palmer Cup for First in Business, and the recipient of the Gladstone Ports Corporation Student of the Year Bursary, Piper Christensen. First in Essential English, and the winner of the Mark Coombe Outback Art Award for First in Visual Arts in Practice, Amelia Baker. Recipient of the John Wheatcroft Cup for Best Exemplar of the School Motto, and the recipient of the Coombe Trophy for Outstanding Boy Boarder in Year 12, Angus Johansson. The CQ University Prize for First in Japanese, and a recipient of the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Thasuni Ama Pahule Gemalage. Receiving the prize for First in Chemistry, the C.C. Boland Prize for Equal First in Mathematical Methods, and a recipient of the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Kathleen Hahn. Receiving the prize for First in Biology, First in Physics, and the Peter and Nina Van Vakaris Trophy for General Proficiency, Jane Brighton. First in Dance, recipient of the Chudley Trophy and Book Prize for Outstanding Achievement in Music, and the Rockhampton Grammar School Music Council Award for First in Music, Nick Smith. Receiving the Australian Olympic Changemaker Award, First in Health Education, the R.H. Mackenzie Trophy for Interest and Service out of school, the Sylvia Dixon Trophy for Interest in Physical Development and Athletic Proficiency, the Antill Wills Memorial Trophy for First in Physical Education, Brianna Mackenzie. The 2014 Seniors Prize for Service and Spirit, the Australian Defence Force 2021 Long Tan Youth Leadership and Teamwork Award, the CQ University Prize and South Geldard Lawyers Award for First in Legal Studies, First in Literature, and the recipient of the Frank and Marilyn Luck Trophy and Bursary for Outstanding Achievement in Public Speaking, Sithmi Konara Medin Saleh. It is my privilege as Head of Secondary School Academics to read the final prize for this afternoon, especially for the school's 140th year celebration. The winner of the C.C. Boland Prize for First in Mathematical Methods, the C.C. Boland Prize for First in Specialist Mathematics, the John and Elizabeth Blair Memorial Prize for one of the best 2 Year 10 passes in 2019, the R.J. McFarlane Cup for the highest average in the secondary school, the James Vanderloo Internal Ducks of the school, Margil Rajajai.
Thank you, Mr. Beasley, Ms. Carter and Mrs. Cook. I would now like to invite our 2021 School Vice Captains, Ruby and Riley, to assist in the delivery of our Captain's Address.
Good afternoon, Mr. Beasley, Dr. Miles, members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Weigel, Mrs. Wright, Ms. Carter, special guests, parents, staff and students. Today, we proudly celebrate the success and completion of the 2021 school year, a year which saw the return of many community events as well as many days devoted to raising awareness and funds for important charities. As the leaders of 2021, we would like to extend our gratitude to the many people who supported each and every individual across every cohort and embraced our school motto, to grow in character and scholarship. On behalf of every student present here today, a thank you must go out to all the staff across the school who makes every day possible here at RGS, and our parents who have given us so many opportunities to be our own unique individuals.
Laozi, an ancient philosopher, once said, "If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is dark and negative within yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own transformation." These words encompass our vision as the leaders of 2021, where we acknowledge the importance and power of self-awareness and authenticity in and out of school. Whether it was Aman Kushal who pursued being a fashion icon and an intelligent business person, Jack Connor demonstrating his skills on the cricket pitch as well as in the classroom, or Piper Christensen, who displayed the influence that generosity and kindness can have upon a community. These are just a few who taught us about self-expression and being an authentic individual. Whilst we are proud of our small victories along the way, our shared goal was to be there for you, the student body, our community. For the future, we hope that we leave a legacy about individuality, integrity, and authenticity. At our valedictory dinner, we presented the dedicated cleaning, catering, maintenance and transportation staff with 3 fruit trees to give our thanks. These trees act as a symbol of our gratitude and our legacy, where it will not die with us, but grow with the many years that will follow us. We ask that these trees are planted within the RGS community and nurtured with the RGS love, where they will grow and flourish and provide an abundance of fruit and happiness. We are now more ready than ever to gracefully hand over our roles with much pride and integrity to the leaders of 2022.
We are sure that your cohort will do an excellent job of creating your own legacy within the school and continuing to uphold the school's values as well as your own. We encourage you to strive to create positive change and work together to build an enjoyable environment with the guidance of George, Faith, Mary, Henry and all of your prefects, who we are certain will be amazing leaders. To the Rockhampton Grammar School, it's been our final time speaking to you all collectively. We'd like to wish every student here the best of luck for the remainder of your time at school. Soak it in and make the most of it. Make sure to spend all the time you can with your fellow peers, Get involved in every activity you can and take advantage of every opportunity that emerges. By immersing yourself within this community together, you can all assist the 2022 leaders to create a better school environment for everyone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the staff and students of the Rockhampton Grammar School, we thank you for joining us in the celebration of outstanding student achievement and talent. Following the ceremony, there will be time for prize winners to have photos taken with their prizes. However, those who have trophies are asked to return them to the tables at the front of the hall before departing.
We would like to thank Mr. Gaya, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Becker and maintenance for assisting to set everything up today. Libby and I wish everyone a safe journey home and a happy and holy Christmas. Please stand for the singing of the school song and remain standing as the official party departs.